Welcome to Calvin Logic, where we take my thoughts and use my crazy logic to talk about anything and everything. And today we are taking a look at my brand new phone. So this right here is the Asus ROG 2 phone. Don't ask me why it's named that. I just know that it's made by Asus and they called it the ROG 2 phone. This is their latest phone that came out anywhere between early March and late April around the world of 2019. And yeah, this phone is an absolute beast. Now, you may be wondering to yourself, Acer? They make computers and stuff. I never heard of them making phones. Well, neither had I. Until I was researching about a month ago for a new phone. You see, I haven't had a phone of my own for a good, I don't know, 2-3 months now. And I'd been kindly using my brother's phone. He was letting me use it, so thank you to him. But yeah, I dropped my phone on the way to work one day, and although it's alright, the screen doesn't work. So I can't actually do anything with it. I can't get into it, I can't do anything, I can't call people, anything like that. This phone was about 3 years old, so I thought to myself, okay, instead of getting the screen fixed, what I'll do is I'll just wait. I'll find myself a phone that I really like, and I will invest in a newer phone that will last me another 3, 4, maybe even 5 years. And this phone is the one to do it. I was looking online and on YouTube to see about an Oppo phone, because I found them earlier in the year and even recommended one of them for my friend. But I was looking at them and nothing was really pulling me. And then I stumbled across a YouTube review by a guy named Marques Brownlee, or more commonly known as MKBHD. He's one of, if not the biggest tech reviewer on YouTube. He's been doing it pretty much since YouTube started. And yeah, so I found this review by him just out of the blue. Well, actually not out of the blue. I was watching one of his reviews on an Oppo phone, and this review was recommended for me. So that's how I got there. And I took a look at it, and this thing's amazing. This thing, it's not a thing, it's a beastie phone. This phone has the biggest battery of any phone on the market today. Guess how many megahertz it is? Well, it's not in your 4000 range, which most Android operators are in. So your Samsungs, your Oppos, your Google Pixels and stuff like that. Most phones these days are somewhere, over the last couple of years, are somewhere between 4,200 to 4,700, in that range. There are a couple of other gaming phones like SharkTech phones that get to the 4,900, 5,100 range. But this amazing phone, this phone has a 6,000 megahertz battery. Now, I did an unboxing, and we'll get to that in just a second. But I've had this phone for about a week now, maybe 9 days. And I wanted to use it before I came on and told you all about it and my thoughts. But this thing consistently lasts me, a decent sized gamer who is probably on his phone, I don't know, currently maybe 9-10 hours daily, if not more. Whether it's for music, playing games on Instagram or Google, or writing things down like video ideas, or trying to bullet point my way through videos or anything like that. Probably 9 to 10 hours a day. And this thing, I keep calling it this thing, this phone has never got down to 15% for me. Never. I can consistently use this phone and it'll get down to like 30% for those 9 hours. Then I go to bed, go to sleep in the mornings after I've edited and put my videos up for you guys to see. Awake all night doing it when everybody else is asleep. Do these YouTube videos, film, edit, upload. Once I know it's uploaded and scheduled for 10 AM New Zealand time, boom, I hit the bed and I go to sleep. Plop this thing on charge, and by the time I wake up at 6 PM at night, well, it's ready to go at 100%, and it doesn't even take that long. This thing, there we go again. This amazing phone, that's what I'm going to start calling it. This amazing phone can be charged in about 40 minutes from 0 to 100. It's brilliant, and that's probably on the longer end. It comes with this beastie charging pack. It's USB-C, and the cord for this thing is really long as well. It must be about, I don't know, 1.5 meters, 2 meters, something like that. I don't think it's quite 3 meters. I might be wrong, it could be. But yeah, it's an awesome wee charger. It works like a dream. It doesn't heat up too much. And this phone has a brilliant little cooling system in it. And even a little notch here, this brass bit, to let some, not much, but some excess heat out. Because this phone is designed to be a gaming phone. As more and more apps and games get better and better and can do increasingly more things, the phones aren't quite keeping up as well as they used to. So combined it with its battery, the latest Snapdragon octa-core processor, and 6.59 inch screen. As you can see, it is a bigger phone. Here's my hand. My hand is maybe a little bit smaller than average. I don't know. I'm only 19 at the moment, so it's probably going to grow a little bit. But there you go. The phone is quite substantial. Look at that. It even has Touch ID, and it has Face ID as well. Now the Touch ID is really good, or the fingerprint, whatever you want to call it. The fingerprint works pretty fast, and it's pretty good. Doesn't take too long to set up a new finger, and it's a little bit bigger than some of the other ones, not by much, but it does give it a little bit more range and versatility to get your finger even if it's slightly off, which is awesome. One cool accessory that this phone comes with is a little fan. Why does it come with a fan? Well, and I haven't tried this yet, but if you see, down the bottom here you've got your typical charging port, and even this thing's still got a headphone jack. But to the side here, and this is one of the things that I really love about this phone, on the side here it also has a port. Now what's that for? It's for two things. It's for the charger, but it's also for this fan. You stick the fan, if I can do it properly, you stick the fan in like that and up like that, and there you go. And you missed it, so I'll do it again. But update your current firmware. No thank you. So here we go, and watch it light up. Boom. I don't know how good that was on camera, but yes, clip it on there and it works like a dream, and it's telling me that I need new firmware before I can use it, but that's alright. This phone is also really cool because up the top here, where my fingers are, it actually has little triggers. Now they're just in the actual phone itself, they're not out or anything, but they're little pressure pads. So you can actually use this for things like, think hill climb racing, where you've got the pedals down here. Well, you can actually use it up here instead. It's really cool, and it just adds to that gamer phone aesthetic. Anyway, one last thing I want to talk about before we get to the unboxing. I didn't expect much from these headphones. You think back to when you've got a new phone and it came with some headphones. They're okay, they're good, but they're not the best. Well, I was thoroughly surprised to get these bad boys. Now these bad boys, I don't know about you guys, but these fit into my ears just brilliantly. So I think that these, even though I have some Bluetooth headphones, that I do really love, I think if I'm gaming or something like that and I just need these, or I'm out and about and I've got these for if my Bluetooth headphones die, I'm definitely going to use these because those are so comfortable and fit right in my personal ears amazingly. Couple of quick other things just before we get into the unboxing. This amazing phone starts off with a storage capacity of 128. Now 128 is generally the limit for most phones these days. Well, this phone can have a maximum of 1 terabyte of storage. Unfortunately for me, because it's not widespread selling in New Zealand, I had to get it from Australia, and the best one, and really only one, I could get only had 512 or whatever storage. But that's alright. This thing does come with a dual SIM. It comes with this cool little case on the back that does the corners. You can see the logo there. When you're gaming, it lights up. It's very cool. You can screen record on this. And I'll put up here a couple of photos. You can see that these photos are very cool. So the front selfie cam is a 24 megapixel camera. The rear cam is a 48 megapixel plus a smaller 13 megapixel camera. It is a 2-camera system, even though it doesn't really matter to me that much. It's not the best camera system, but for me, it is a great camera system. Now, why do I say it's not a great camera system? Well, compared to your latest Samsungs or Apples or even Google Pixels, your new flagship phones, it's not quite as good as them. But this does the job for me. And I'm currently filming with a webcam. One of my new videos in the next coming weeks will be filmed on this, and I want to see how it does, and if this is better, then I'm definitely using it. This amazing phone also comes with 8, or in my case 12 gigs of RAM, which is roughly 8 is roughly the standard these days. 12 is for those top tier phones, so that's pretty cool. Now I'm looking at a site that sells this now, and it's going good things and bad things about this phone, and it says very good build quality, premium design, excellent all-round performance, vivid high refresh rate display, and that's because you can choose between 60 megahertz of your refresh rate, which is the standard up until a few years ago, and even now is still roughly the standard. A couple of the flagship phones from this year have 90. But this phone, you can choose between 60 megahertz, 90 megahertz, or 120 megahertz. Now, I have clearly noticed a difference in the definitely between the 60 and 120. If you go from 60 to 90, not so much. But I like this at 120, that's where it is most of the time, and it just works like a charm scrolling through things like Facebook, Instagram, Google. But this site also has bad on it, and it says heavy and bulky, no waterproofing or wireless charging. Now that is true. This phone cannot wireless charge. You cannot sit it down on any wireless charger from any other phone. It just won't work. But in my opinion, that doesn't matter because it's got fast charging anyway and charges like a dream. And the last thing they've put on here is that the cameras struggle a bit in low light. Well, I don't really use the camera that much. Of course, I've only had it for a week, but I'm not one of those crazy camera people. But everywhere I've used the camera, I haven't really had that problem. So yeah, I think, and those are the worst things I've been able to find people say about it. It's all around a very, very good phone. But anyway, enjoy the unboxing, and until next time, bye guys! Let's unbox it. Quite excited about this. I've been waiting a while for it. So we got all the ear bits in. They can go over there, and then we've got that can go down there. Wow. So this is quite interesting, actually. Samsung Black Glare. Nice. Alrighty then. Let's put that this way, I suppose. Is how it's supposed to go. So this box is really interesting and really unique. It's even got some metal plating here, Rogue Re-Rody name system. Of course, it's got everything here on what it is and what it has. But this is really cool. I've never actually seen this type of box for a phone. So no, it is that way. So wow, this is quite cool. I like this. You see, it has the logo. Now, the question is, how do you get into it? Because there, is it? Or does it? Ah, okay. So it's slide. Let's just move that over there. That is awesome. Okay. So here we go. Let's get this bit out first. So this here is the little fan that goes on the back, because this is a gaming phone, although it works as a normal phone too. It's just designed to be more gaming proficient. So this is a little fan that you can get with the phone to go on the phone if wanted. But here's the real prize. Here's the real phone. So we'll leave that over there for a second and we'll open this up. Alright, so here it is. As you can see, it's quite a big phone. It's the biggest phone that I've ever owned. It's got this nice trim on the back that we'll take off, I hope. No, maybe not. Maybe just this sticker. Yes, just this sticker. What does this sticker say? Nothing important. And as you can see here, the design on the back of this is quite cool. Look, I just got all my finger marks on it. Does it turn on? Oh, look at that. It's actually got some battery. Anyway, we'll stick that over there. Oh, no, we won't. I'll stick that right there, and we'll open up the rest of it. Ooh. Cool. Welcome. Okay, we'll turn that off for a second. We'll go through that. Oh, pull this out. And this, my friends, is going to be all the charging stuff. And all the headbuds. Don't know what those are. Don't know what those are. Oh, there's my nice boxy. What else is it going? Headphones! Yay! Okay, so put that back in there. So headphones, awesome. Needed a new pair of these. No, I didn't. Who am I kidding? It's good to have an extra pair though. I'll put those over there. Now, this is my first USB-C cord, so that's awesome. We've got this here, awesome and ready to go into this nice bulky plug that just hooks in right there. Wow. Now the cool thing about this phone is that you can hook it in here too, I think. Anyway, I'll put that there. What is this? I don't know. Oh, now this. This is really cool because this goes on the back just like that, I think. Yes, I got it right. Aha! So there's that one. Or that just slides off. Or there's this one in here. Oh no. No, just that one. That's alright.